episode of WKS coming out. Y'all asked for WKS keychains and now they're here. I've seen all the comments asking about voice acting, so finally let's talk about it. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the latest and the greatest of my comedy mystery cartoon, WKS. First of all, for those who don't know, WKS is my comedy mystery cartoon made for Millennials and Gen Z, and it stands for Who Killed Sears. The show's about a store named Wally who gets framed for a crime he didn't commit and subsequently trapped in an interrogation room with his enemies, and none of them can leave until one of them fesses up to WKS. Iconic! Alright, let's start with Milestones because WKS is honestly exceeding all expectations. I literally released the pilot episode of WKS back last year, September 2025. So about 3 months ago, and already it's at 4K views. We're almost at 4K views! What the heck, skis? And honestly, I'm just a girl with a dream. I have no industry connections whatsoever. I'm doing this all by myself, making WKS happen. To revive that 2000s cartoon nostalgia feeling that we love and treasure so much, growing up watching 2000s Cartoon Network, the golden era of cartoons, I want that feeling back for us millennials and Gen Z with characters our age. And it's happening. Watch, we got 1 million views on WKS. Mark my words, y'all, it's done. Iconic. So thank you so much for almost 4,000 views on WKS. Continue to share. Send this to everybody, your mama, your friends, your uncle, your auntie, everybody, your cousins. Send this to everybody. Little Judy from down the lane, everybody. And here on YouTube, we're almost at 1,700 subscribers. 1,700. Remember last year in the summer 2025, I posted a TikTok saying, oh, on YouTube, I've been stuck at 200 subscribers for 6 years. Yeah, iconic, truly. Yeah, watch it be 2K. It's gonna be 2K just like hotcakes. 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K, 1 million. WKS, we up. Then on top of that, on TikTok, we just hit 22,000 followers. And on Instagram, we're about to hit 1,200 followers. What the heck? And on the brand new Facebook account I just opened, we're almost at 60 followers on the page. So honestly, iconic, super, super grateful. Watch that Facebook. It's going, you know, once people, it's the bandwagon effect. Because once people see, oh my gosh, WKS, everybody's talking about WKS, boom, bang, 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 like, I'm on to y'all. Next, I want to get into updates. Updates on WKS. Where is WKS? Where's the first episode, Kris? Calm down, take it easy, relax. So first, let's recap the script. It's been done. Written for the first episode, out the way. Storyboard for the animation process. That's been done. The storyboard is all there. Voice acting, done. I recorded all the lines. You guys know I voice all 5 of the characters myself. That's donzos. Fourth, and this is the current step that we're on, I'm currently editing those voice clips, the voice acting lines together to make the full episode. And I broke the whole episode down into scenes, not only to make voice acting easier, but also the animation process as well. So I'm currently an audio engineer, yeah. I'm currently editing the audio clips together. There are 14 scenes and I just finished scene 5 the other day. So as of today, I'm working on scene 6 out of 14. Then once I finish this audio engineering process, I can finally move on to the animation. And this is really the last major phase of production, because after that's just post-production, cleaning things up, and then boom, you're gonna have the first full episode of WKS. Let me give you a little inside scoop. The way this audio engineering process is going, the episode, and I kind of already told you guys based off the script, but the episode will be minimum 7 minutes, and it's looking to be a little bit longer, but yeah, I am completely blown away at how funny it is even while I'm mixing it. Like I'm just mixing the lines together, and I'm going a little overboard because I'm adding sound effects too, because I want the timing right when I animate and I want to make sure everything's in place. But it just sounds so good. And I use my mic to edit the voices this time. The first pilot, I just used my phone, literally my iPhone, to record the lines, and then boop. But this time I'm using this mic. I've got these special sound effects, even more sound effects, and it just sounds so good. It's so funny. Jameson had me, speaking of Jameson, we're gonna get into Jameson later in this video. But yeah, y'all, that's what's going on right now. I'm in the audio editing phase for the episode with the voice acting. I also want to touch on the end song. Okay, so as you know, at the end of the pilot of WKS, there was like a little jingle. I'm moving that to the intro. That'll be like the OST. Because it's so short, and I feel like at the beginning, we don't need no daggone long theme song. Let's get to the meat. Because if I was watching it, I'd be like, come on, let's get to the episode. We've been waiting and waiting, Kris. So the jingle will be the OST, and then there's an actual end song that I'm in the process of making. I literally just officially finished the lines, because I've actually been working on this and playing with the lines and the lyrics for months now, because y'all know I'm a writer, jack of all trades, master of one writing. So apparently I'm a songwriter now, but I've been working on the lines for a while now, and finally today, this morning, it just hit me. It hit like, literally you're going to gag because the song goes perfectly with the cliffhanger that the first episode ends on. I'm not gonna give any spoilers on the lyrics, but I can tell you the genre of the end song. Let's just say early 2000s punk rockish. What's new Scooby-Doo Simple Plan-esque? Comment down below if you remember the 2000s punk rock era. Like, did you live for it? Because I certainly still listen to my 2000s punk rock playlist. Get into it, get excited. This is it. You're gonna love the song because it meshes so well with the ending of the first episode, I'm telling you. And speaking of this first episode, when is it gonna come out? This year, 2026. That is the goal. I am making this happen 2026, and we're so close to the end of the production. I mean, the animation process takes the longest, but once we get there, there's no way. We just started the year. WKS first episode is coming out this year, 2026. Promise, mark my words. Next, I want to talk about how you can be involved in WKS. Okay, now I want to talk about this comment I received recently on one of my YouTube videos. WKS officially has its own Patreon, and as you guys know, I am a one-woman show making this happen all by myself, bringing us WKS for Millennials and Gen Z to bring that 2000s Cartoon Network vibe back so you can help be a part of this. The Patreon has 3 tiers for you guys. So one, $5 tip jar, general support just to help. Honestly, any amount counts. So that $5 will go a long way in just funding, especially this end song that I'm currently in the process getting made, because I don't know anything about music, guys. Yes, I can write lyrics. Yes, I can do a little jingle, but I cannot produce an entire song myself. I know my limits. So that $5 goes such a long way in helping produce this end song because, like I said, it goes perfectly with the end of the first episode. Then there's a $10 tier, and this is where your name gets to be lit up in lights because you will be featured in the end credits of the WKS first episode. Literally, when everything rolls at the end and you hear that iconic end song, I'm telling you, because the lyrics go crazy and the punk rock, as everything is going to be so amazing, and your name will be right there rolling up. Thank you to all my Patreon members who helped make the show even possible. And you also get behind the scenes footage in this tier. Now in the $20 tier, that's the big boys, that's the big leagues. They get all that and a bag of chips. They get all of those aforementioned perks in addition to early access of the behind the scenes content. So if you want to be the first one to be in the know, you know, this is the tier for you. So if you like WKS, support WKS and click the Patreon link in my bio and it'll take you right to the membership page. Okay, this next topic I'm so excited about because it's the first WKS merch ever. One of my WKS supporters left a comment on the pilot raving about how amazing it was and how hilarious it is, and they were like, oh my gosh, it'd be so cool if we had a keychain. And I was like, keychain? I never thought of that. That'd be cool. Then recently, another one of my iconic WKS supporters left a comment mentioning, hey, we should have some keychains. So I said, daggone it, let's make these keychains happen. As you know, I am a one-woman show making this show happen all by myself, funding it by myself. That's why your support on Patreon means the world. Like, definitely, if you love WKS, support WKS. Because I got these exclusive Jameson keychains made for y'all. And there's only 10. They're available on my website. Again, there's only 10, so go get yours before they sell out. Because you know Jameson is the fan favorite. And if by the time you're seeing this, the Jameson keychains are sold out, please do support the Patreon. Because that'll help me get even more keychains, and then you'll get your very own Jameson keychain. The first WKS merch. Now the last thing on the agenda we need to talk about is a casting call. You're probably like, what, Kris? I thought you voiced all the characters of WKS. How is their voice acting? Calm down and stick with me. So yes, I voice all the characters of WKS, but there is still an opportunity for you to be a part of WKS. As I've stated, the first episode will be minimum 7 minutes and honestly a bit longer than that. So what I want to do is put a commercial segment right in the middle of the episode and spotlight small Black businesses. Because like, okay, walk with me, talk with me. Remember back in the day we would watch Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon and then like Pillow Pets would come on. Or those little paper plate animals. I forgot what they were called. Comment down below. Do you remember the paper plates with the ears? Or soccer boppers or a yo-yo or any type of game. I want to bring that back and put that right smack in the middle of WKS, and I want to pick 2 small Black businesses to spotlight for free. I posted about this on Threads about a month ago, and I'm still waiting for the Black businesses to find me. There's a link in my bio to submit your small Black business to be featured in the first WKS episode. All small businesses are welcome to apply because at the end of the day, I want to help people. I want to help. You know, I'm Black, but I want to give back and help you guys in some way. There is a checkbox asking you if it's a Black business or it's just a small business, so be honest and truthful there. Obviously, Black businesses will have priority, and literally the only requirement is that the business has to be family friendly. So remember, I talked about Pillow Pets and then the kid trays. Like, the product doesn't have to be for kids because we're grown. It's literally a cartoon made for Millennials and Gen Z, but it has to give us that warm nostalgia feeling that makes you happy. So like if you sell a card game or a board game or know somebody who sells their crochet and it's so cute, cutesy wootsy, or somebody that sells bonnets, like anything like that, please do submit to be featured in the first episode of WKS. I would love to feature you guys right in that middle time slot. I'll be picking 2 businesses to be included. So I'm so excited to give back to you guys and have you featured again for free. So if you own a small Black business or you know somebody who owns a small business, send this to them. Send and submit. Now this leads us into voice acting because like I said, I do voice all 5 of the characters, so I do not need any characters at the moment. However, if you've always wanted to voice act in a commercial, come to the front. Y'all, I've literally got so many comments asking about voice acting since the WKS pilot was released. And I'm so excited that you want to participate. Yes, iconic. And now you can if you want to be in a commercial. Everyone's welcome to submit, and I'll be choosing 2 or 3 voice actors to do that commercial for the small businesses. Click the link in the description and submit for the opportunity to be one of the commercial voice actors in the first episode of WKS. The deadline to submit for both the small Black businesses and voice acting is February 28th. So a little over a month to get that in, but again, the voice acting can't work unless I have the small Black businesses. I really want to feature you guys. So make sure to submit. And honestly, if you qualify for both, submit for both. But that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting WKS. Remember to click the Patreon and sign up for the Patreon because your support really does go a long way. I'm telling you, again, I'm doing this myself. So the Patreon members, you are very much so iconic and much appreciated. And get your Jameson keychain before they sell out. Again, there's only 10. Stream WKS indefinitely. I want you streaming. This should be you. Locked. Stream it while you cleaning. Stream it while you at work. Put it in the background. Stream it. We gotta get 1 million views. WKS, we up, we up. Don't forget to sign up for the Patreon and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.